Hey everyone, Fatty from Pack-a-Punch Traders here. Gonna do a quick video going over the top plays for tomorrow, September 21st. One of which I believe is PBLA. Yeah, we have this again on watch. Multi-day bounce. Wrong one. Gone over this. Got that run up. Now we're way off the highs. This is definitely due for a bounce. I like how it got to new lows, but the volume faded. So there's not much really any selling pressure behind this move lower and lower. So if there's any signs of bottoming, you could expect a decent reversal on this, as it looks like selling is easing off, and if we start breaking to new highs with some decent demand, that could be the beginning of the bounce. Then we got ALLK. This one's still holding up. Could be a nice breakout over the low sixes to test the mid sevens. Going to be the next resistance area. Here we have a little bit at 7, but then after that, it's just a bit more higher in the mid 7s there. But nice to see how today, even though it was a red day, still held up pretty well. Not significant selling pressure going on. So if I see strong demand and this thing's confirming the low 6s, I'm thinking this has enough power behind it to head higher, as the selling pressure as seen here after a double top not being that significant could mean that there really aren't many sellers behind this, and any shorts that start shorting into this early, if it fails to break down, those people will get squeezed. Likely. Anything could happen, but I think it'd be high odds for it to squeeze all those early shorts out. So ALLK. Then we got ATXI once again, looking for that bounce. At some point, I will get tired of just keeping an eye on these. So right now, this is looking not bad. We'll be waiting for the bounce, but it can't be a top watch forever. So ATXI once again, here it is. Got that nice run up, huge fade. Now looking for that multi-day bounce. Sometimes it takes forever. MGAM, for example, today this thing had a nice move. Even had a push further than I expected. Got that whole move after hours, gapped up a bit more, but completely failed to break down. The shorts couldn't break it down, and once it came back to confirm the high a day, pre-market highs area, I would have played off the high a day VWAP where it was holding open price. And then you see the demand really start picking up after it kind of just went sideways, really slowed down there. But yeah, shorts failed to break it down. They got squeezed out, and once they all got squeezed out, then you get the move lower, as there's no fuel really pushing it higher. So it can't. Oh, I did not go over the daily chart. So as you can see here, yeah, this thing took forever. I missed this. I took it off my watch, but that's just something I'm willing to do. If you're not, just keep them on watch. But ATXI. Then we got VTAQ. I'm going to be playing this as a multi-day bounce. It only got up 120 something, 125% or so. I'm going to play it for sure if it ends up working out. We got a low float, low market cap, insane mover here. Decent red day, so it's qualifying. Besides it only being 120% runner or so, I like 150% at least. But I like this pattern, so we'll give this a shot. We'll see how it works out. But let's see how decent selling. Not bad at all. This could fuel a nice bounce play, as there really isn't already that many shares in the float and majority selling. So very nice to see that. That could turn into something nice. Lastly, BCON. This one was a trade of mine today. Saw it as a bounce play. So not your typical bounce play, as it didn't really have. Well, it did have a red day, but it also was a day that it spiked. I was just seeing this as essentially like a little bouncing ball. We're way off the highs. It's due for a bounce, and we did get that bounce. I also didn't really time my entries right here. My arrows are gone. But initially I was getting in the 690s, and then my first ad was in the 730s, and that was on bigger size, so kind of ruined my average there. At first was risking, 6.5 area pretty much. Um, so that really widened my risk, and I didn't like that. But then as it progressed, I saw that my risk was getting brought up. I'm going to start risking off VWAP, so it wasn't that bad. And I added a little bit more here when it held a whole dollar, $half level of 7.5 as well. Made a higher low, and it held VWAP. So everything was looking good. Got decent selling. Couldn't break it down, so I added a little bit, and then a few minutes later, sell into the pop at 8.24. My average entry was 7.36. But the reason this is going to be on watch again, sellers took over. This thing is still overall, if we expand here, it's just a little pop, and it's still facing this downtrend. So I'm thinking shorts are still in control. We have another solid red day here, as we can see. Decent volume behind it too. This could be a pretty good bounce. So if it fails to break down, as I do see the shorts still in control, so as usual, failure continue breaking lower, starts breaking to new highs, demand starts picking up, confirming these key areas, high a day, VWAP, all could lead to a short squeeze from shorts locking in profits and dip buyers like me coming in looking for this play to reverse. So a little bit longer of a video. I did explain my trade on the day, so I guess there it is. I don't need to make another video on it. Speaking of the day, so I took BCON, but there was really NRBO. That was a play. That was from the watch list, and I totally missed it. I had my nice little trade before 7 o'clock here, a.m. Pacific time, and then I saw this little pop, and I just didn't want to be greedy. And I don't know what got into me, because this is a bread and butter pattern. We talked about this yesterday, right out of the video lesson. We did have this gap up, but shorts were still in control. So same thinking going into BCON as well. So NRBO ended up having that nice bounce. This is what we're talking about. Once it starts breaking to the new highs, confirming key areas, demand starts really picking up compared to what it was doing, and it starts uptrending. And from there, this is the move we look for. And this ran further than we usually expect, but that's cool. We're just looking to take our quick gains into the spike. But from 17 to 25, all in the matter of an hour or so, or less, half an hour. Wow. So yeah, that's the power of these bounces, squeeze. So before I start rambling, we'll just wrap it up there. Hope everyone had a great day. We'll catch you guys later. Yeah, have a good one. See you later.